So the loc journey is beautiful. It definitely has its ups and downs, and I've had my locks for almost 2 years now. There's certainly advantages, hardships, difficulties, but over these almost 2 years, this is what I've learned. Hey y'all, welcome back to Holistic Flow. I am your girl Lolo, and in today's video I'm gonna just do a little checkup. I haven't done a video on like how my loc journey is going in a little while, so I guess why not do that, what to expect, maybe what to just be mindful of as you go on your journey. And this is all from my own perspective. These are all my own opinions. They may differ from your opinions, values, morals about locs or your own loc journey. Kind of like a loc journey update. Before we get into the video, if you are new here to my channel, hello. Here on Holistic Flow, we are creating a safe space, a space for self-love, self-growth, and maturity, and we're taking a journey towards an overall better mind, body, and spirit connection. So if you're with that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications so you know whenever I upload a new video. If you have done that, thank you so much. And let's get into this video. So just some background information and to answer a couple frequently asked questions. I started my loc journey on November the 14th in the year 2020. I started my loc journey with 2 strand twists. To twist up my hair, I did use a gel. I used Jamaican mango and lime gel, which I wish somebody had told me not to use it. Actually, somebody did. I saw it on YouTube, but I didn't listen. I wanted to try it out for myself. I also parted my locks strategically, kind of like in a brick layering parting style, so that they could lay a certain way, so that each loc individually could lay in between the loc of the row below it. Insert video here so you can see what I'm talking about. When I started, I had 74 locs or 74 2-strand twists. Now, within the first 4 to 5 months of me being on my loc journey, I did used to retwist my locks. The first 2 months, I believe, I used the Jamaican mango and lime gel. Again, would not recommend. And then the couple of other times that I retwisted, maybe I retwisted about 4 times within the first 6 months of my loc journey. I also was using aloe vera gel. But then after like 5 or 6 months of my loc journey, I just stopped retwisting altogether and did other methods. So I decided to semi-freeform, as the loc community calls it, which is just, for me, cut out retwisting and either opt for 2-strand twisting each individual loc so that I'll have some type of style, or braiding my new growth into my locks, which I have videos on both of those things, and I'll leave them in the description box below. One of the main things I've learned so far is that your loc journey is your own individualized thing. Just like you probably went on a natural hair journey before going on a loc journey, if you already on one, you get to know your own hair and what your hair needs, what products your hair likes, the density of your hair, the porosity of your hair, etc. So you kind of go through that again whenever you get locks. Your hair, when it's in locks, is pretty much in the most natural form that your hair can take. The thing about a natural hair, whether it's like type 3, type 4, is that it's so versatile. There's so many things that you can do with it. So there's so many different forms that it can take. You know, you can straighten it, blow dry it, bantu knot it, twist it out, or lock it. And so when you lock it, that's just another one of the many multiple forms that natural hair can take. But it's, in my opinion, the most natural form for a hair. Reason being is, look at freeform locks. Freeform locks is literally when you leave your natural hair alone, you don't do anything to it. At most, maybe you'll, start freeform locks by sectioning off your hair in the way you maybe want your locks to grow or the size you want them to grow in. But in other ways, you just don't do anything at all with your hair, and then you just let it grow, let it mat up, let it nap up, or whatever you want to call it, and it forms into its own locks. So if anything, locks are kind of like the default state of our hair. You know this because if you go a long time without washing or brushing or combing your natural hair out, your hair just starts to get a lot more tangled, and it's a lot harder to detangle your hair. That's because our hair just naturally wants to mat up. So to me, having locks is kind of setting your hair free in a way from all the styles that we put it in. One of the main reasons I locked my hair is because my hair at the time was just not really cooperating with what I wanted it to do. So locking my hair was kind of surrendering to my hair's own natural state, because it's kind of like my hair is its own person or something like that. Another main thing that I've learned throughout this journey is it's solely your journey because it's spiritual. There's not really many ways that you can go on a lock journey and not have it be spiritual. Whenever we embrace our most natural state, we're kind of stripping away the top layers of who we are and going beneath the surface. A lot of us like to stay updated with the trends. I do too. So a lot of the things that we do with our hair already, or even, it's the same with clothes, those are outward expressions of what we think is visually appealing to the eye. It also takes away some of the individualism, there you go, from yourself, because when you put your hair in styles that a lot of other people have, of course you're gonna look a lot like other people. However, your locks, when they form, there's nobody else who has your natural hair, your same exact curl pattern, your same exact porosity, your same exact density. We all have different variations of those aspects in our hair, but all those things combined make us our individual self. And then also, just our hair stems from nerves inside of our actual, brain cells. I explained it a lot better in a video called Locks and Spirituality, which you can definitely look at. But if you think about the function of hair, it is to sense the environments around you. That's why when you go from a hot environment to a cold environment, you get goosebumps, your hairs stand up because they sense difference in environments. Therefore, your hair is part of the nervous system. The nervous system includes the brain and the spinal cord. So when your hair on your head comes from this area of the head, it's actually stemming from, or thought to be stemming from, your thoughts. There's little to no way that you can go through a lock journey without it having something to do with your spiritual growth, spiritual alignment, because it brings out your individualism. There's no one else ever on the face of the planet who's going to have the same exact type of locks or look of locks as you, because they're going to fall different, they're going to be a different size, they're going to be a different length, they may even be a different color, right? You are bringing out, again, you're going past the surface layers of yourself that people often see, and you're shedding those layers. Another thing is because we often go through stages in our locks, especially if you starting your locks kind of quote unquote from scratch, that you're not getting instant locks or lock extensions or sister locks per se when you interlock your locks or anything, and you are going through the process of your locks maturing. A lot of people can characterize those maturing stages or those beginning baby lock stages as you are maturing in your spiritual journey as well. As your locks grow and as they mature, you grow and mature spiritually. When you have loose natural hair, what happens is that whenever you detangle your hair and wash it, you are losing your hair strands or your neurons, parts of your nervous system, because we shed hair. When you have locks, however, all of your hair thoughts, they stay in, well, most of them, they stay in your locks. And what happens is, as your locks grow and expand and even get longer, they just get locked into the lock. As you continue to keep more and more hair, you're growing more spiritually. They can carry emotional energy, like the energy from other people around you. That's why the people that you surround yourself with is very important. And they can also carry the energy from your body, like say if you were wearing a head wrap or some type of head covering and then you went to meditate. Well, the process of meditating is, you can imagine energy rising through your body, and it rises upward in the same way that air travels throughout the lungs. It travels upward and then around, back down, and then upward again. So it's kind of like a cycle. The energy travels upward to your body, and your head is at the top of your body. If your crown is covered and protected, or even unprotected, and you're allowing yourself to feel that energy coming out of the crown of your head, imagine what effect that can have on your hair, which again, energy is locked in here because they're locks, and our hair is part of our nervous system. When you have locks, a lot of people, it's not like they have to tell you these type of things or you read about these type of things. You just feel it, and you feel it to be true to you. So no one has to really convince you that this is what to believe, because this is an individual journey, because you are going deep inside the layers of yourself, and because you're really figuring out what is best for you. You don't need any other human being to tell you these things sometimes. And it's great to look at YouTube videos or look at Instagram posts and follow other lock influencers to learn how to do your own hair even. But it's really truly a journey of individualism, a journey of you figuring out what's best for you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and following up on that and really listening to that. Having locks is a lot lower of maintenance than having loose natural hair. However, there's a happy medium in between it. So there's somewhere in between, not doing anything to your hair. Also on the side of washing your locks too much. Some frequencies that are suitable in general for people are every week to 2 weeks. Even for you, it might be a little different. It all just depends. The thing is, it's a happy medium between really not doing anything and just letting it be. But even freeform locks, like, you do something with your hair, some type of maintenance and care, just like a plant. Even if your maintenance and care routine for your locks is making sure you drink at least half a gallon of water a day, and whenever you get in the shower at night, making sure you don't wear a shower cap so that the steam can get into your locks. Like, that might be your moisturization routine. But whatever it is for you, making sure that you are mindful about listening to your locks and what they need. I'm more so seeing myself as not really in a position to tell other people what to do with their locks. Even if you ask me for advice, I'll say, what my opinion on it might be. But at the end of the day, it's all up to each individual person and what works for you. And even I wouldn't be able to directly say this will work for you or that would work for you. I can just say what works for me, and if you think that it resonates with you, then try it out and see, because it's all trial and error. But I also love to hear from you all what lock videos specifically you would want to see. What possible questions do you have for me in regards to locks and spirituality specifically, because I love doing those types of videos. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Definitely check out Free the Roots, all natural, black owned, organic hair products. The link is down below. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Make sure to give this one a thumbs up. Until then, I'm sending peace your way, love your way, and joy to you, your family, and your friends. All right, y'all. Peace.